Hey y'all, what is up, and welcome back to my channel for another part of the Sims 3 to Sims 4 series. So today we are recreating the Keaton family from the Sims 3. Real quick before I get into like their backstories and everything, let me explain this create a sim. Okay, look, I know Marty looks very handsome. This is Marty, by the way, for those of you who aren't familiar with the Keaton family. I actually spent quite a bit of time, using the sliders, details on his face, trying to, get him looking like him Sims 3 self. And I believe I started with Justine too. I think I did do Justine as well. And then I found out that I was not even recording. And I wasn't about to start all over because I thought they looked pretty good and I didn't want to struggle with it again. So I just stripped them of their outfits and just started from there. So that's why you don't see me molding their faces or anything. I pretty much already had that done off camera and didn't want to go through that struggle, so forgive me. But anyways, back to the Keaton family. So the Keaton family is in The Sims 3, obviously Sunset Valley. They're not a very popular family. I don't think I really ever played with them. Don't hear much people, freaking out over them. There's a few families that we're going to be creating that not a lot of people are familiar with. But this might be one of your favorite families. I think they're a really, really cute couple. So the Keaton family's description says, Avid outdoorsy Sims, Marty and Justine Keaton, both have active careers and active hobbies. What effect will the impending arrival of their child have on their lifestyle? So Justine Keaton is a police officer and her husband Marty works in the professional sports career. So that makes them a sporty couple, and Justine is pregnant with their first child. So if you look closely at each of them, like I said, they're not very popular. Their bios aren't very long and juicy or anything like that. But Marty, I think, is a very, very handsome sim. He's got an interesting personality too. It kind of doesn't, if you look at him, he doesn't look like his traits would match his personality or the way he looks, if that makes sense. But his biography says, an all-around great guy, Marty's one drawback is that he is somewhat neurotic. He doesn't think it interferes with his life too much though, so how would having a baby in the house be any different? So like I said, Marty has a job in the athletic career, which he's actually at level 4, which requires 7 points in the athletic skill, though he only has 3. He's also very buff looking, so for him to only have 3 skill points is kind of strange. It is also required to have a good relationship with his co-workers, of which he is merely average. He is married to Justine, like I said, who is pregnant, and he is 10 days away from being an adult. He is a young adult. This is also a little fun fact, I guess, if you're playing in Sunset Valley and you see Marty walking around as a townie. It says after leaving someone else's home, Marty has the bad habit of hanging around on the property, spying on people through their windows while outside, and this is a result of the neurotic trait, which is kind of strange, but it's kind of funny at the same time. And a little bit about his wife, Justine. Her biography says, top-notch policewoman Justine has to control her hot-headedness at work. Will becoming a mother help her Will becoming a mother help her to have more patience? There we go. So like I said, she is in the law enforcement career, which is level 4 as a patrol officer. She's pregnant, obviously, like I said, married. She has 2 points in athletic skill, carries a book in her inventory. She is 12 days away from becoming an adult, and Justine's maternity clothing is the same as a female cab driver's outfit, so that's interesting. But yeah, so like I said, she is pregnant. I think I said that quite a few times. You're reading their biographies and stuff. But the unborn baby Keaton, if you kind of leave the pregnancy alone, the baby tends to be born a boy with the clumsy and couch potato traits, which is opposite for Marty, who has the athletic trait. And the baby will usually have black hair and dark skin like both of his or her parents. So yeah, something that I have not been doing in this series, which I don't know why I haven't been doing, but I'm going to start doing. And I started with the Keaton family. I went ahead in game after I created them, placed them down in their house. She is pregnant with a baby boy. So if you download the Keaton family from the gallery, you're going to see she's pregnant with baby boy. She's in her first trimester or whatever. She's also in level 4 of the detective career. She's, or whatever, might not be level 4. It's whatever the patrol officer is in the detective career. And then Marty is level 4 in the athletic career. So yeah, I haven't been doing that. I'm not really sure why. I should have been doing it. My bad. But we started it with the Keaton family. And don't worry, we have a lot more families and I will continue to do that. But anyways, I decided to build their house in Del Sol Valley because it was really the only lot I could fit it on. Like, the house isn't big at all, but it's wide. It's not long, which some of these lots in The Sims I find are kind of long. I mean, yeah, long, but not wide. Does that make sense? Y'all get what I'm saying? And the house is pretty spot on to the house in The Sims 3, except the garage. They have that little garage right there, which obviously, duh, we don't have cars, but it's kind of like a staple to their house. To me, it's kind of like a trademark to their house. Like, some of these houses I can, you know, make the garages work. So I put it here in Del Sol Valley to make it work. But the garage in The Sims 3 is actually on the opposite side of the house. But the way the driveway was set up on this lot in this neighborhood, I put it on the opposite side, which is fine. Still looks nice. Also, their back deck in The Sims 3 is very interesting. I don't know why it's all built like that. It's just complicated. It's not identical, I mean, here on The Sims 4. I could have fooled around with it and made it identical, but I honestly was feeling pretty lazy and didn't feel like bothering with it. So it's similar, but not exactly the same. I'm pretty sure like the corner of it is kind of supposed to be like a jagged edge, like a triangle, but I didn't feel like fighting with the platform tool to accomplish that. So it's more like tag, I don't know. Anyways, y'all see me build it. Y'all know what I'm talking about if you're familiar with this family. If not, I'm sorry, but it still looks pretty much the same if you ask me. And this house is really, really cute, but like I said, it's pretty small. It's only 2-bedroom. The bedrooms inside this house are freaking huge. I mean, they're huge. So I ended up, as you'll see when we get to the interior, I ended up putting the big closets in there just to kind of take up some space so it wouldn't be, you know, I just don't like those big rooms. You could probably demo this house and make it into 3 or 4 different bedrooms. That's how big the bedrooms are. They'd be smaller bedrooms, but you could definitely add to this house if they wanted to have more children. But overall, I think the house is really, really nice. And since I did build it in Del Sol Valley, I did add that fence back there because I don't know, that's just kind of the aesthetic of the neighborhood to have that fence back there in the alleyway. So I kind of added that. But yeah, I don't know, it's kind of like a ranch style house. It's supposed to be like okay, I didn't do the windows exactly like they were supposed to be in The Sims 3. Some of the windows were a little bit more modern looking, so it kind of reminded me of like a modern ranch house, but the interior of their house was not modern at all. It was more country looking, I guess. I mean, I don't know, like ranchy, I guess. Is that the right word that I'm looking for? Like for the interior, it's kind of the vibe that I got from the house. So that is how I tried to decorate it, which I think this house turned out so cute for the space that we had. Now the living room, dining, and kitchen is kind of cramped, but I think it works. It's really nice, really cozy. I mean, it's just cramped when you compare it to the huge bedrooms. I was able to fit in a washer and dryer, so I really, really like this house, and I think it fit in perfectly with Del Sol Valley. And another reason I decided to build in Del Sol Valley is because Marty is in the professional sports career. So, I mean, most professional sport people end up, you know, hopefully, you know, gaining a little bit of recognition, becoming a little bit more famous. And you can get famous pretty much at anything in The Sims 4. So I thought that would be perfect for them to be already living in Del Sol Valley. Maybe, you know, he'll get lucky and get famous if you want to play him in The Sims 4. I don't know. But yeah, I think the house is really, really cute. I really, like I said, wanted to go for like the ranchy style and kind of make it look like this was an old house. It was, they tried to renovate it, but it's not newly renovated. So like the flooring and the tile wallpaper in the kitchen and in this bathroom is pretty much identical to what it is in The Sims 3, which we know Sims 3 furnishing is pretty ratchet. But still, at the same time, I think it turned out really, really cute, kind of all flowed together there. And the theme of their house in The Sims 3, as far as like the color scheme, was kind of like a greeny blue, which of course in The Sims 3 we had the color wheel, which you could obviously like attain that better. We don't have that option in The Sims 4, which is fine with me because I'm already indecisive as it is with 5 or 6, 7, whatever color swatches. I don't think I need a color wheel when it comes, I mean, yes, it's ideal. I think it, you know, gives you better variety, but it would take me 10 years, y'all. 10, not really years, like days probably, to build a house because I'm so indecisive. But I did want to stick with that green theme on the inside because, you know, if you notice their doors, their entry doors, the front and the back are green, and I think their I think the outside paneling of their windows are green too. So it kind of like flows from the outside to the inside, which I kind of like to do in my builds. And yeah, I think it turned out really nice. It's kind of country looking, kind of ranchy, but it's got that little green vibe going on. I really like it. One thing that I don't like about it is that it's so cramped right there in that little dining area. So I mean, I kind of debated whether I should kind of, you know, give it a little renovation and kind of switch it around a little bit. And I was thinking, okay, I could put the dining room right there in the entryway of the house. It's kind of like more square and open and kind of give them more space in the living room. But then I decided not to do that. I mean, I needed a washer and dryer, so I added that in that area, as you'll see later. And I wanted to kind of keep it the same as I could, close as possible to The Sims 3. I've said this from the beginning of the series. I'm not making it identical to The Sims 3, but I'm trying my dang hardest to make it look very similar, but an upgraded version in The Sims 4. But yeah, I don't know. Other than that, I think it turned out really, really nice. I like the house a lot. It doesn't include any custom content, so if you want to download it, it is available for download on the gallery. So is the Keaton family, but unfortunately, they do include custom content. Not a lot of it, actually. They don't. I'm pretty sure Marty might not contain any custom content besides like his hair and stuff. I really think that most of his stuff is base game, or not base game, but Max's clothing from the game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay. And I know that Justine's hair and makeup and stuff is custom content, and her outfit. I didn't address this. I know her outfit is like very basic, and you're probably like, I thought you were giving them a makeover. That's kind of not a makeover. But she is pregnant, and something that I need to start doing when I play my Sims families in The Sims 4, when my Sims are pregnant, because I am pregnant now, I understand that maternity clothes is a thing, and even if it's not straight up maternity clothes, you want to be comfortable. I live in leggings, okay, and I'm about to the point I can't fit in my jeans anymore. Over the weekend, I tried to put on some jeans, and I couldn't button them. I was like, oh god. So I put my leggings on underneath my jeans because it was really cold. I was a little bit up north Alabama. It was a little bit colder. So I had my leggings on under my little skinny jeans, and I had my ponytail tied around the button and like went through the little loop, so it was kind of like, it was a button, but it was like a stretchy button. And I was like, oh lord, I'm at that point where I need to go buy some maternity clothes. But basically I live in comfortable clothing. Pregnant people do, because you don't, some people have it together and they can just rock any outfit, but that's just not me. And Justine's personality just reminded me of someone that was very laid back, and I don't know, I think both her and Marty's outfits are very similar in The Sims 4 that I recreated them to The Sims 3. I know that when she's not pregnant, I believe her outfit, she has on some shorts. They're kind of, I don't want to say they're Bermuda shorts. They're a little shorter than Bermuda shorts, and I think she has on a green polo shirt because she's very athletic. But I wanted, since she is pregnant, I did want to give her that outfit, so I cut out a lot of me switching back and forth between the jackets. I didn't have any cute custom content jackets, so I made a little note. I need to go find some cute female custom content jackets that are kind of sporty. So I just gave her that base game jacket and some leggings and some tennis shoes. So actually, it wasn't leggings. I think it was like dark colored jeans. Some like maternity jeans, if you will, but she's not showing yet if you download her. She's only in her first trimester, but still, I think she looks very laid back, very pregnant, and I think it's really cute. I don't know, I just think that they're a fun family, even though I didn't really play with them much. There was a lot of families that I didn't play with, But I think their story's cute. I think it'd be really fun to play with them because of their traits. They're kind of opposites, if you ask me. You know, he's kind of neurotic, which reminds me of how much I think we need more traits in the freaking Sims 4. And not only give us more traits, but give us like options to have more traits. 3 traits is not enough. I need some personality in my Sims. Give us back the neurotic trait. I loved that trait from The Sims 3. And for those of you who do not know what the neurotic trait was, I mean, they would go check the stove, you know, they would go, you know, they just was very like anxious and like nervous about everything, which is so fun. It's just so much personality. I don't know why they took that away from us. There's just some things that I question a lot in The Sims 4, which don't get me wrong, I am a big advocate of The Sims 4. I'm a fan of The Sims 4. I know a lot of people aren't. It's still one of my favorite generations of the game just because I prefer the graphics of it better and like the emotions behind the Sims, but there are just some things that I'm like, why don't we have this? And that is one of them, is the traits and her hot-headedness, and then them having a baby. I don't know, I just think it'd be interesting little family dynamics with their conflicting personalities if we had those traits in The Sims 4, which, you know, I tried to go around it in The Sims 4. I don't even remember what traits I gave them, but I tried to mirror their traits as best as I could, but it's still not ideal because there's no neurotic trait or anything like that. But anyways, yeah, like I said, they are available for download, so if you want to go download them, be sure to do that. Pretty sure all of their other category outfits aren't custom content. When I do that, I try not to make the other outfits custom content, so you know, if you download them, you might not be missing so much custom content, if that makes sense. Whew, getting out of breath. Calm it down, girl. Anyways, we are on to their bedroom, which, like I said, these rooms are pretty freaking big. So you can see, you could definitely make a little hallway right there and make this 3 bedrooms or even 4 small bedrooms. But you know, like I said, trying to make it as close as possible to The Sims 3. I want to keep the same floor plan layout, so I just added those big closets. It kind of took up a little bit of space for me, helped me out, which is, you know, a little fun fact for those of you who get intimidated by big rooms or big lots. You know, try to add stuff like that to take up space. And like this bare empty wall, I was like, oh gosh, like, because it's so straight, it's like straight across. I'm like, what am I going to put here? Well, I just put that little bookshelf, which, you know, I put 2 of them. They look identical, but, you know, if you don't pay attention to that, it looks nice. And I just filled in some of those little empty spots with some pictures and some little knickknacks and statues. And yeah, I think their room turned out very, very cute, if you ask me. Very cozy. It's a very cozy house. Oh, and I was like too busy rambling about the Keaton family, but did you see the laundry area? Yeah, I thought that turned out pretty cute. I was gonna include it in the bathroom, but I was like, no, let's cut it out right here and put it in the hallway. I think it turned out really cute. Something that, you know, I am trying to do. I think most of you agree that, you know, you have laundry, you like laundry, for me to keep trying to include it in the builds. So that is what I have been doing. And now we are on to the nursery, which the nursery I tried to make kind of gender neutral, even though she is pregnant with a boy. But I think it turned out so freaking cute. I did go into debug and pull out a few objects, which I have been doing in my builds a lot, because I have mentioned this before in one of my speed builds that I thought just putting in show hidden objects was debug, but no, you got to put in debug and then go to the search bar and type in debug, and then it shows all the little debug items. So like the plunger, you know, I always include that in my bathrooms now. I just think it adds so much detail. And so for the nursery, I ended up pulling out like a baby bottle and some diapers and sitting it on the little shelf, like changing table, makeshift changing table right here. I added it there, and I don't know, I just think it adds a little bit more extra character. I think it's really cute. But yeah, I love this nursery. It's my like ideal nursery. If I was to have like a little baby, I like those little chairs that came with cats and dogs. I think they look perfect in a nursery, for you to like sit there and read and watch your baby go to sleep. So cute, y'all. But anyways, y'all, I did not think that this video was gonna be over 20 minutes long because it is a two sim family. Yeah, there you go. 2-sim family, and it's only 2-bedroom house. Like, the house isn't that big, but because it was only 2 sims, I did include me, you know, giving them all of their other category of clothing, which I usually cut out for bigger families, so it doesn't take up that much room. So I don't know why it turned out this long, but you know, here I am struggling to finish this last minute of the voiceover. But out here on the porch, I gave him a little treadmill since he is in the athletic career, and she's pretty athletic too, being in the law enforcement. And I also gave her a chess table over here on the side of their deck, since I'm pretty sure in the detective career you need the logic skills, so I was trying to think ahead there. And for their garage area, I just added a little statue car. Give us cars, please. I mean, I'm serious. Some people are like, there's no point in having cars, but no, I think it will just be nice to have some freaking cars to put in the garages instead of statues, you feel me? So I just put a little car in there. I put the decoration box from Seasons in there so they can decorate their house, and then I put that little like yard sale flea market table in there, which reminded me of like a garage, you know, with table of boxes and stuff, which looked really cute. But anyways, here are all the screenshots of the house. So I did it. I accomplished this voiceover without like pausing it and thinking, okay, what do I talk about next? Like, I'm on a roll. But anyways, guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Like I said, everything is available for download on the gallery. All that information is down below. Subscribe if you have not, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.